The phenomenon of migration has always characterized the history of mankind and represents a very important challenge for the health system, not only in terms of quantifying and analyzing needs, but above all, with a view to making the organization of services increasingly efficient. Compared to other European countries, Italy has adopted over the years many regulations guaranteeing access to care for the migrant population. In Italy, the right of individuals to have access to health care is a principle that finds its basis in various regulatory sources, foremost in the Constitution, Article 32, which states that the Republic protects health as fundamental right in the individuals and in the interest of the community and guarantees free care for the indigent. Article 32, in fact, commit the state to promote all those initiatives aimed at protecting health in order to maintain or achieve complete physical, psychological, and social well-being. These rights seems to be also a duty for the citizen, the protection if an individual's health, in fact, in the interest of the whole community. Taking care of the health of migrants means taking care of the health of the entire community. For legally residing foreigners and their dependent family members, it is compulsory to register with the National Health Service. For legally residing foreigners and their dependent family members, it is compulsory to register with the National Health Service, which entitles them to be issued with a health insurance card, or tessera sanitaria, which is necessary to access all health services. For example, when the citizens goes to a doctor or a pediatrician, collect a medicine from a pharmacy, book a visit laboratory, or undergoes a medical visit in a hospital or clinic. In addition, a general practitioner must be chosen to whom the migrant can turn daily for a first-level diagnosis and then to be referred for examinations, tests, or treatment. The absence of a residence permit does not preclude migrants from receiving the care they need. So, if they need treatment, he or she can go directly to the hospital where the procedures meet their needs will be initiated. I would like to remind you, in order not to hinder the access to care, the Testo Unico sull'Immigrazione, a Migration Act, contains a provision on healthcare facilities reporting to the police the represent of migrants without residence permit who request medical assistance. It is important for all migrants to be aware of this right, as many of them, due to their irregular status, decide not to undergo the necessary check and treatments, with serious consequences and risk not only for their health and sometimes for their lives. Data on the use of health service by migrants in Italy are rather scarce, but research suggests that migrants face numerous difficulties in accessing health care. This is particularly the case for prevention programs. In addition to the factors related to legal status of migrants described above, one of the major obstacles for migrants is undoubtedly the language barrier. Not knowing the Italian language or a vehicular language is a major obstacle in the management of healthcare, from the first moment that makes it impossible to go to the hospital because of the difficulties of communication, to the relation between the doctor and the patient, which is fundamental for the need assessment. Cultural barriers are no less important. For example, some migrant women decide not to undergo specialistic visits because of the lack of female doctors. It emerged, however, that health regulations are applied unequally throughout the territory and therefore the various municipalities, often hindering the accessibility of health services to many migrants. Training and updating social healthcare workers who work in the sector in various roles is therefore an essential tool for acquiring the knowledge and skills needed to meet the expressed and unexpressed need of foreign users. Moreover, it is important that migrants are aware of their rights and duties in terms of health and that a transcultural approach is adopted to analyze migrants' health needs, especially in relation to aspects concerning their mental health. This approach cannot exclude the intercultural mediation, which helps to consider a cultural dimension and know the language necessary for a correct and need assessment. An organization that is more sensitive to the diversity of social and health conditions and their needs can only guarantee a better level of care and thus a real promotion of health for all. This is the greatest challenge for our region, Apulia, which has always been a land of hospitality.